Welcome to JMO, Josh and Joe. It is Tuesday, November 25th, and Joe, another bad weekend for Louisiana sports.
Yeah, big time.
We lost to West. Well, no, we didn't lose. We barely beat Western Kentucky. We lost to two different Atlanta teams and a Dallas team on Friday. It was just not good.
Yeah,
not good.
Not good.
I will say this. The one bright spot we had, the Pelicans finally won one. We won it on Monday, though. Beat the Bulls.
Okay, yeah, Monday night, right? That's considered like that weekend.
Yeah, it's still part of the weekend.
It's part of the weekend.
Right? The weekend's Thursday to Sunday, or Thursday to Monday in my eyes.
And the Bulls have been playing pretty well this year.
They've been playing very well, actually. I wouldn't say very well. They've been playing pretty well. You're right.
Pretty well.
Pretty well. Pretty well is a good way to put it. Definitely better than the 3 and whatever we are Pelicans. But anyways, I digress. How was your weekend? You have a good weekend?
It's good. It's good. The holidays have started. They have officially started. We started the get-togethers on Sunday, which is it's a typical time for like family get-togethers that you're, I don't know, like you.
It's extended family.
Extended family that you're trying to make it work, so you make a good effort to do so, but you work around like the different holiday days that typically people go, like your Thursday or your Black Friday type of situation. So yeah, so we had Thanksgiving, so it's all starting to hit right now.
Oh, I thought you were gonna throw a drunk uncle bringing up politics story in there.
No. We didn't have that. We had football in the yard though.
There you go.
Football
Good.
in the front yard.
Awesome. That's good. That's always fun. That's a Thanksgiving tradition.
Of course.
Okay, so yeah, the holidays already started for you. Damn. That's wild.
It's early.
Mine are gonna start probably about tomorrow. We heading to the beach. But one thing I did notice this weekend, and I caught myself, so I'm happy with that. But now that I've been out of the service industry for a few weeks, I find myself being a little more critical of servers and bartenders.
Ooh.
Because here's the thing. I'm like, and this is what I did whenever I was a bartender. I would always smile. Like 98% of the time I would smile.
Even if it was fake.
In 99% of the 98%, it was fake.
It was fake.
Most of the time it was fake.
But I would
still smile. I went to a brewery this past weekend, and we just had two just really bad bartenders. They were slow. They were clearly miserable. And look, it may have just had a bad day or something, but that's not the first time I've had bad service at that particular establishment. But I found myself just breaking down everything he did wrong, everything the other bartender did wrong, and I was like, you know what? I gotta stop this. I'm diving too deep into this, and it hindered my ability to have a good time. So I'm gonna stop from here on out.
So now that you're in the customer perspective, you are critiquing the
because I was
service
a bartender.
Because you were a bartender. You've been in that position before.
It's like you know how like they say doctors make the worst patients.
Yeah.
A lot of times bartenders and servers make the worst customers. Because it's like, can you make this weird drink that I made one time back in the day? And I'm like, I'm not being like that, but I have noticed myself just critiquing in my brain, like, dude, you can go a little bit faster than that, or like, maybe put on a smile, like act like, just pretend like you want to be there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I noticed that, and
you're not being the difficult customer because in the sense of like doing ridiculous requests and such. You just know the bullshit that they're giving you, and you're like, I know what you're trying to do right now.
Exactly. Yes, and I see through it, and I'm just like, I did a way better job than you're doing this entire time. So, yeah, but I caught myself. That's my main takeaway from this.
It's a good way to inflate your ego.
Yeah, I'm better than you, and I know it. All right, let's go ahead and let's get to the fucking LSU game. LSU 13, Western Kentucky 10. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Oh, let's start. Actually, I'm sorry. Start off on a positive note. Special teams look good.
Special teams did look good.
Special teams look good, and that's not something I've been able to say for pretty much most of the season. If not all season.
Yeah, because that's a little bit different. That's a different positive. Special teams definitely looked better.
Mm-hmm. I need one from you. You got to give me one. I had to dig deep.
I'm gonna go with this one. It's been redundant. It's been already played on, but
that's fine.
Defense played well.
Yes.
Defense played well again.
Defense played. And you know what? They deserve a shout out every week.
Yes, they do.
They deserve one.
Especially, there was 19 yards in the second half for offensively for Western Kentucky.
Who had a high-flying offense.
They were the top 10, at least, passing offense.
Passing offense, yes.
In the league. Yes, and then a top offense in college football. Right. But the extended part of this that I want to actually hype on a little bit is that I think Blake Baker, if the next coach is an offensive-minded coach, Blake Baker is still making him a case to be one of the highest-paid defensive coordinators and still at LSU.
I love that. It was actually one of my points that we were going to get to.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I agree. Defense, awesome. One positive that I saw, it was a feel-good moment.
Okay.
All 3 Weeks brothers were out there at the same time.
That was mine too.
That was yours too? All right, good.
That was, because
in a game that was abysmal, to be putting it lightly, you needed to search for something. Just anything that could make you feel good. All 3 Weeks brothers out there was nice.
Yeah. Especially leading right up to the week of Thanksgiving, you have to think the Weeks parents were thinking, looking back at the days, Thanksgiving Day, out in the front yard playing tackle football.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. They're probably thinking to each other, we did a pretty good job, damn. They had all three Weeks brothers out on the field for a college team at the same time. You know how rare that is? Especially
a college team like LSU.
The college, yes. So like in a college stadium, yeah, like you said, like LSU, that's got to be so rare.
Yeah.
We'll probably look it up. Let's see. All right. Well, then, if that was yours, let's get to the negatives. Actually, I'll do one. You know what? We'll do one more positive since we have to have 4. 2 from you, 2 from me. I liked Frank Wilson's answers when he was addressed about the game. He's what I wish Brian Kelly was on the podium.
I was about to say, this is the opposite of what we got from you with Brian Kelly.
Exactly, yes. And that's exactly what I would want out of Brian Kelly, is what Frank Wilson did. So I'm going to leave it at that, because there wasn't very much.
Any specific points from the press conference?
Nothing specific.
He handles himself exceptionally well.
That's what I'm saying. Every question that was asked, he handled it in a very professional way. Wasn't pointing blame at anybody specifically. Just saying what they needed to get better at. Blah blah blah. It was good.
Yeah. So no, that's good. That's good. I like that. An extra positive.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Again with. So I guess the main thing I had from this is Pickett is living up to the hype. DJ Pickett had a hell of a game.
Yep.
Our defense, like you said, was unreal. Brian Kelly's son was kind of funny. I don't blame him for sticking up for his dad, because that's obviously what a son's supposed to do. You didn't have to do that though.
Yeah, I had some points on that as well, because obviously that was a low light, yeah.
So I'm gonna set the stage
more appropriately.
At the end of the game, Brian Kelly's son came out and he had under his.
Well, that was at the beginning of the game.
I'm sorry, at the beginning of the game. My bad. Did I say the end of the game?
Yeah,
okay.
Beginning of the
game. His son had under his jersey, he had a shirt that said BK, and he said, what was it, free BK?
Yes, free BK.
Like he was going to jail or something.
Yeah, and he said, that's my boy, or free my boy BK.
Yeah, and it made no sense.
No.
It was not a good time, not good timing, like on his part, because the entire organization wanted him out, and then as a result, got our AD Scott Woodward basically fired.
Yeah.
It just was not good.
Yeah, I actually had a couple of pointers on this.
Give me the pointers.
Yeah, that was because that threw me off a little bit, and
honestly, I kind of laughed. It was kind of comical.
It was, but also a little cringy as well too.
So cringy.
Yeah. First thing, no idea he was on the football team at all. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know it
right?
either.
I mean,
I was pretending like I knew because I thought we were supposed to know.
Yeah, because we're diehard LSU fans. No diehard LSU fan knew that he was on the football team.
I had no idea.
Okay. B, it was really awkward. Like I said, free BK.
Cringe.
Yeah, it was cringe. Free BK. Yes, we did free him from his contract. He's gone from the team. He's getting paid. Probably going to get paid $53 million. And then he said, "My boy, free my boy, BK, bro. That is your dad.
That's your dad.
That's your dad, dude." And then C, my last thing was like, if his son was on the team, like, why didn't we see more passion from Brian Kelly for this team? Especially we had like the best roster since he's ever been at LSU. Like, this was our chance at a national title. We just did not see enough passion and dedication to this team.
Yeah, you'd think a dad that had a son that was playing for his team, you'd vamp it up a little bit.
At least care about the team because of him.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Brian Kelly, piece of shit.
Yeah.
Free him, I guess, from his prison.
His
Is he in jail?
$54 million prison. Well, I guess they're working on that. But.
Well, yeah, we'll see. And honestly, my thing is, I'd almost rather just pay him. Just pay him.
Yeah, I don't.
We're gonna get to Lane Kiffin here shortly, but it's gonna look better if you just pay the guy.
Yep.
But one other thing that, like you alluded to earlier, God, I hope we keep Blake Baker, man. Whoever comes in, whether it be Kiffin or somebody else, you gotta take a look at what he's done with this team. We had the worst defense in college football 2 years ago. The worst defense. It was atrocious. The only reason why we had the record we had was because Jaden Daniels was the best fucking player in the NFL in college football.
Yeah,
that was it. That's all it was. So I think what the job that he's done needs to be taken into account, at least whenever the new coach comes in. Just please. And the way he's been able to piece in his personnel, brought in Mansur Delane. Obviously, they recruited DJ Pickett. They've done a tremendous job.
Yeah,
and then basically taking care of the injuries too, because we've had injuries on the defensive line and in the linebacking core, and he's been able to overcome all of it.
Yep.
That's I hope we keep Blake Baker.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, we kept Dave Aranda whenever Les Miles got fired, because I believe that was his first year, and we knew the defense was fine then. Now, granted, this was Ed Orgeron who took over as an interim coach, and then took over the head coaching position afterwards. But
a little bit different than
it's a little bit different.
Than
yes,
someone coming in and basically cleaning house.
But at the same time, it's an example of showing like, hey, maybe there's some pieces that still work, and if it doesn't conflict with your philosophy, like obviously if we bring Lane Kiffin, he's an offensive-minded, and Blake Baker's a defensive-minded coach,
right?
Then, why change it?
Yeah, hell, Nick Saban brought in Lane Kiffin because he was more of a defensive-minded head coach, and Lane Kiffin, he did what he did on offense,
Yeah, and he was trying to open himself up to the new philosophies of where college football offenses were going. And even though they batted heads all the time.
They butted heads all the
freaking time.
Yeah, dude, I guarantee you Nick Saban hates Lane Kiffin. Even though he did go on College Game Day and said that would be the best place for him to go would be LSU.
Yeah, he still respects Lane Kiffin, though.
Which
Or does he respect him? Is that the right word?
No,
maybe he's not respect him.
He just understands that Lane Kiffin's good at his job.
He appreciates.
I guess he respects him. Yeah. You can respect someone without liking them for sure.
Yeah, because he did win him help him win a national championship.
Correct. Yeah. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lane
All
Kiffin.
right. So let's get to the big news. Apparently, Lane Kiffin is making a decision Friday night after the Egg Bowl.
After the
Egg Bowl, he will decide whether he's going to stay at Ole Miss or coach somewhere else.
So the ultimatum was true.
I don't know if it was true.
But that is an ultimatum.
Well, I think, did they say he had to decide then, or did Lane Kiffin say he will decide after that?
It just sounds like an ultimatum.
Well, it's only an ultimatum if Ole Miss is making him do it. If he's choosing to decide after the Egg Bowl, then it's just his decision.
Okay, fair enough.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't know who's making who do what. I'm just glad we finally have a date, like something that I can look forward to, because keeping teams in limbo is miserable as a fan from my perspective, Ole Miss fans' perspective, and Florida Gators' perspective. Mm-hmm. It's horrendous. You're in purgatory. You're just sitting there waiting on a guy who's, honestly, you can't really do anything because he's holding all the cards.
And he loves the cards.
Oh, yeah.
He loves all the cards that he has.
Yes, exactly. It's like the Philadelphia Eagles guy, GM, Howie Roseman. Yeah, him and just having draft picks.
Yeah.
And trading players. He's just that's just his thing. So, yeah, Lane Kiffin just likes holding all the cards. He loves attention. He likes getting pampered. So, I'm just glad we have a decision coming up. I am actually a little more nervous than I thought I would be about it. Because when we were initially started this coaching search, I didn't really. I wanted Lane Kiffin because he's a good coach, and I'm sure you did too.
Yeah.
There was a couple of people I wanted more. Unfortunately, now Lane Kiffin is number one on my board, and it's number one by a long shot. I don't want Eli Drinkwitz. I don't want any other coach. Not even if we could poach Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame again. It's like Lane Kiffin by a long shot.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I stand. I know I'm interested to hear where you stand on this, but I'm very nervous about this.
Well, obviously, all our chips are on Lane.
We're on yes.
We're all in Lane. At this point.
Yes.
And I made the metaphor last time as far as Ole Miss being the ugly chick type of scenario. No, actually, Lane Kiffin was the ugly chick that just went on Ozempic or whatever, got skinny,
did
and
yoga.
Did yoga, and now she's the hot chick, and she's teasing everybody.
Yep.
So yes, we have all our chips in. Florida has all their chips in. They think they have the upper hand. Ole Miss has all their chips in. They think they have the upper hand.
I honestly don't think Ole Miss thinks they have the upper hand. I think they know they're kind of the inferior between LSU and Ole Miss in Florida.
They're going for the Cinderella story.
Yeah,
they're going for the Cinderella story. They're going for the clock strikes midnight. He makes a last minute decision.
They just better hope they don't turn into a pumpkin before the Egg Bowl.
Before the Egg Bowl. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's
they just need to hold on tight.
Hold on tight, baby. Because, Lord, this is going to be... Because here's the thing. I think if Lane Kiffin goes to Florida, he's going to do very well. If he goes to LSU, he's going to do well. I think he this is me being an LSU fan, but I think he's going to win a national championship if he comes to LSU.
Yeah.
There's just too much talent. You just need a competent coach. Hell, sometimes you don't even need a competent coach. You got Ed Orgeron. I mean, I love Ed Orgeron, but he had Joe Burrow. He had Joe Burrow and all-pro wide receivers with a nasty defense.
Yep.
There you go.
Can we talk about Florida's head coaching search? So
let's talk.
Yeah. So, the the betting site, the life betting site, Kalshi. Is it Kalshi?
I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's KALS something.
Nobody knows how it's pronounced. But obviously they had their lines on the top coaches that each school is going to hire.
Right.
So the top ones for Florida, obviously Lane Kiffin. Eli Drinkwitz was in, number 2. I think it was 30% Lane, 20% Eli, and then the last one. Oh wait, no, actually Jed Fisher was up there too.
Jed Fish
from
Arizona?
From Washington.
He was at Arizona. Now he's at Washington.
He's at Washington. So those were the top 3. Do you know what they all have in common?
All right, so we got Jed Fish, Lane Kiffin, and Eli.
Yes.
Did they all go to Arkansas State?
No.
Are they all offensive-minded head coaches?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
That's not
what you were talking about? Okay.
Not exactly what I was talking about, but you're on to what this will get to. So you're on to something.
They're all white.
They are, but think more of appearances.
Do they all wear visors?
They all wear visors.
Oh, no way.
They all wear visors. They're all offensive-minded coaches. Is there not a Steve Spurrier syndrome in Florida right now? Like, holy crap. Like, you just want to relive those Steve Spurrier days so bad.
Dude, you just blew my mind.
Isn't that crazy?
That is wild. They do.
They're all offensive-minded guys. They all wear visors. They want Steve Spurrier back so bad. They're just trying to reincarnate him by their next coach.
Dude, Florida is so stuck in the 90s. It's amazing.
Yes.
Oh, I love that so much. Dude, that's the best news I've heard in a while.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
In the whole month of November.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, man. I hope I don't want them to get Lane, but I hope they get somebody that...
Honestly, Jed Fish actually is a pretty logical choice, even though he hasn't been at Washington very long. But he's a Florida alumni.
Oh, he is.
Yes.
Look at what he did at Arizona.
Oh, I mean, he's got the resume.
Dude, there's a reason why Washington scooped him up as soon as Kalen DeBoer left.
Yes.
He's unreal. I love Jed Fish.
Yeah.
I know Kenny Dillingham was up there, at least for LSU. I know he was up there for Florida a little bit. Is John Summerall going to... I mean, while we're talking about head coaches, why not? Is John Summerall going to Auburn? That seems like that seems like what everybody's saying.
It kind of seems like a done deal. I think he gets the bad end of the stick with Florida because he reminds them way too much of
Billy Napier. Yeah,
and they can't get that stench off of that.
Well, it's not. Billy Napier didn't coach at Tulane, but it's a Louisiana.
It's a Louisiana
South
group
Louisiana,
of 5 school. Yes, there's way too many similarities. Even if they're different coaches and they're different coaching styles, but their background is way too similar for them to do that type of hire and fans be happy with it.
Yep. I agree.
Plus, they're chasing the Steve Spurrier.
Yes, they're still chasing Steve Spurrier. That's incredible. I can't get over that.
Yeah.
So we'll see where Lane Kiffin ends up. In my unprofessional opinion, I think unfortunately, I think he might stay at Ole Miss because Ole Miss said they will match. They will match the contract, so the money's not the issue.
Yeah.
They have good boosters. I really do think that this whole shit with Brian Kelly, obviously, Scott Woodward being fired, the way everything's gone down, it's tough. The good thing we have going for us is we still have all of our recruits. Mm-hmm. Everyone has stayed put. Everyone is still here. I don't know who that attributes to, but we've kept everybody. That's one thing we have going for us. I don't know if the damage was too much to overcome.
Okay.
That's
fair enough.
That's my only thing. I don't think Florida gets them. As weird as that sounds. I think it's out of Ole Miss and LSU.
Do you think that the Egg Bowl determines where he goes?
No, I think he's made his decision.
Okay.
That's a good question, though.
I mean,
like, if Mississippi State comes in and beats him good, like
beats the brakes off of him,
that maybe, I don't know.
Maybe that's a sign for Florida. Maybe if they beat the brakes off of them, that's a sign for Florida because LSU doesn't want them anymore. It's like our fans are going to look at that. Our fans are going to look at that and be like, no, I don't know. Like let's put it into different scenarios. Let's say they barely lose. They barely lose to Mississippi State. Then they're not really playing for a playoff anymore. LSU's like, it's an egg bowl. It's a rivalry. He goes to LSU.
He might be Lane Kiffin might be distracted.
It
is a big rivalry. Those two teams hate each other.
Yes. What if they win? What if Ole Miss wins big, and that they are going to the playoffs? Does he ride into the sunsets, go into a new program and new challenge?
If he would ride it off into the sunset, it would be with Ole Miss.
I think the best case scenario is if they have a last-minute touchdown win or a last-minute field goal win, and he gets carried off the field on his shoulders. I think that's a guaranteed stay at Ole Miss.
Stay at Ole Miss. Oh, so see, my thing is, I think I like that scenario, and I'm going to go with that scenario.
Yeah.
Just like however the Egg Bowl ends up. That scenario, that's what I'm going with. I think he's already made his decision.
Okay.
I really do. I think he made his decision a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but my scenario is more fun.
It's way more fun.
More fun.
I'm going. That's why I said I'm going with your scenario.
Yes.
100%. It depends on what goes on in the Egg Bowl will determine what Lane Kiffin does.
Yeah.
I need something to root for.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just we've been in limbo. We've been in purgatory. It's nice to see an expiration date. Something that will end it all. So
yes, yeah.
I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I don't know what we're gonna do against Oklahoma. I also don't know what Oklahoma is. Oklahoma's a weird team to me.
I mean, we could probably talk about that with their game that they had.
Oh yeah, we got the game coming up. Let's see. Let's go to Illinois, Wisconsin first. Wisconsin has become that don't overlook them team.
Yeah,
because they have They've come up and won a couple of games. Who they beat? Washington, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
And then Illinois now. I don't know. Is Illinois overrated?
They came out flat. Honestly, watching this game, they were so flat, and they just never recovered. It was one of those that they really did take Wisconsin lightly. But they were way too flat. Mm-hmm. I will say, though, so remember a couple weeks ago, quite a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago at this point, October 20th, when the Wisconsin AD came out and said Luke Fickell will be the will be the head coach next season.
Right.
So up until that point, Luke Fickell in Wisconsin was 2-5. They are now 2-2 since then.
Oh, since then.
Then. So, I don't know. Maybe a little confidence
booster? Did they
booster?
say it after the Ohio State game?
He said it after the Ohio State game because he got beat down pretty bad. So obviously the fans were in despair, and he was like, "Look, I want to assure them confidence, or him the confidence. Like he's not just fighting for his job every single week. Like he's gonna finish off the season. He'll play next year, and then we're gonna infuse some money into the program to help him out."
I mean, they started. I'm looking at the schedule now. They started off 2-0, and then obviously they lost at Alabama, and then the Maryland game was bad. Then they went through a gauntlet. It was Michigan, Iowa, Ohio State, Oregon. Lost all 4 of those. So they were on a 6-game losing streak, and then they won their next 2. They had a bye, won the next 2 out of 3. But 2 of them being against top 25 teams.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe if you just believe in your fucking coaches and say it out loud, you might get somewhere.
Yeah.
Who knew? Who knew?
And I think this is going to be kind of a lesson this year for a lot of college programs because I think somebody's going to miss out on a head coach. Mm-hmm. I think somebody's going to want a big-time coach that got fired, or they fired their coach this year because there's 9 Power 4 programs that have fired their coaches this year. And I think somebody's going to miss out on a big-time coach. A big-time program is going to miss out on a big-time coach that they want because I think coaches are going to kind of be a little hesitant this time around. I think there's a lot of uncertainty in the coaching field right now. And I think I think people are going to be hesitant.
They're just, if you're not in a school that has a lot of money, you're going to be set up for failure. Like, not for failure, but you're going to have a harder time than, like, honestly, look, say what you will about Ryan Day. I don't care. You could go in there and coach Ohio State and win and compete for a national championship every single year.
Just having a history playing Madden.
There you go. Exactly. Dude, it doesn't matter because you have as much money at your disposal as you need. Okay? It's the same way with a program like LSU. It's the same way with a program like Texas. It's the same way with a program like USC. You have all the money at your disposal. You can buy whatever the fuck you want right now.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like it's tough because like I don't know if like I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to direct my thoughts in order because if you're like a top coaching candidate like Lane Kiffin, obviously you gotta milk everything, and if you're like one of these programs, I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say here. I'm going off on a tangent.
So to kind of help that out and reinforce this topic, do you think Penn State is going to get the coach that they want?
Yes.
You think they're going to get the coach that they want?
All right. So, like, if you had to rank all the coaches from a scale or a chart 1 to 10, Penn State having their number one guy, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
And that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I think some teams are going to miss out, which is going to make other programs be hesitant on firing their coach mid-season.
Oh, the firings mid-seasons are LSU's a prime example of this. Like, if you fire your coach mid-season, please, for the love of God, have a plan. Mm-hmm. For the love of everything that is good and holy, have a plan.
Yep.
Because LSU, if they don't get Lane Kiffin, like we're kind of fucked.
Yeah. So, I mean, because we have to pay out a $53 million buyout. We got to go try to find a good coach, that's going to match with the program. Mm-hmm. I mean, at least Florida State just conceded and just was like, yeah, we don't have enough money to buy out Mike Norvell. He's going to be our coach next year.
And I mean, it's crazy because that's an insane story because Mike Norvell was, he was undefeated. He went undefeated at Florida State. He got snubbed from the playoff.
It could possibly be the downfall of his career. Florida State.
That's wild. All right, let's move on. Next game, Pittsburgh versus Georgia Tech. How much did Brent Pry's stock go down? I'm talking about coaches.
I was thinking the same thing.
That were like high up there. This is not a game you needed to lose if you're Brent Pry.
Brent Key.
Brent Key. Oh, Brent Pry
was Virginia
Tech. Brent Key. Sorry. This is not a game you needed to lose if you're Brent Key. Because you lost a lot of money with this game.
If you were trying to Lane Kiffin this coaching cycle, that was not the best way to do it.
No, you played that. That was not good.
And honestly, at this point, shoot, I mean, he might have played himself off the ACC championship.
I was just about to get to that. This is huge for Pat Narduzzi.
Yep,
because that keeps Pittsburgh in the ACC championship hunt. Mm-hmm. Like and you give Pat Narduzzi just a little bit, he'll take everything.
He'll
take everything. This was a big upset. We had to address it.
And that's the biggest perk about conference championships and conferences in general.
Yes.
Is that it gives like teams like this a chance that, hey, you know what? You might not have the best overall record, but at the same time, your conference record is awesome. Mm-hmm. You still have a shot at this.
Yep. And that's why the NFL has it figured out. With the divisions, that's why I like it. Because you get people like, I don't know, like the NFC South most of the time. You could be in a situation like the Panthers where you're not very good, but you still have a chance.
So it sounds like you're advocating for conference divisions.
Kind of.
Because we just went away from that.
I know, but I liked them.
I did like them too.
I like the divisions, but because we just went away from them, I don't know. I feel like it would take them a little while to go back to them.
Mm-hmm.
But in my grand view of how I want college football to look, a Power Four, basically four conferences, a bunch of teams. It's going to be ACC, SEC, Big 10, Big 12. A bunch of teams, and then you split those in half.
Yep.
And those would be the divisions. It would be difficult, but that's kind of how my grand picture of it. Yeah, I like it because it keeps you it keeps you in it. Like they're in it. You know, like it makes December football exciting for teams.
Exactly.
People
just
are still
like
fighting.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Let's go to Oregon versus USC. I saw some internet stuff going around that Oregon is not as good as their record shows. Like they may be a little overrated, a little bit fraudulent. It had mostly to do with their schedule.
Okay. I was about to say, is there some facts to back that up?
So their quality wins this year are an 8-3 USC team and a 7-4 Iowa team.
Wait, an 8-3 or 8-2? Who did they lose?
They're 8-3. USC's 8-3.
Oh, USC.
USC's 8-3. Iowa's 7-4.
Okay.
That is pretty much it. That's their quality wins there. I'm gonna double check, but they don't really. I mean, Penn State, but Penn State sucks.
Yeah, Penn State going to overtime with Penn State is not as good of a look as it was at that time.
Correct. So yeah, they don't have a very good schedule. The only top 10 team besides Penn State is Indiana, and they lost to them. So that's their only loss of the season. They don't have a very good. Like I said, I think they're not as good as their record shows.
And it doesn't surprise me that people are coming out and saying that because their head coach, Dan Lanning, also came out and was trying to take a shot at the SEC.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
About this week,
and
playing a bunch of cupcake games.
That's what sparked me going into this.
So because you got to be ready. If you're going to say some comment like that, you got to be ready for the backlash. You got to be ready for the people rebuttaling against you. And yeah, no, that was. It's just, you know what? It was frustrating to hear him say that. It was frustrating to hear him say that because it was like, all right, look, I'm sorry. Some teams want to have some cupcake game whenever they're doing their homecoming, for all their alumni. Okay, whoop-de-doo, it's one game. But don't tell me that these teams didn't play top 10 matchups at the first week of the season to give us the blockbuster college football games that we wanted.
That we love.
And we love. So, I don't care if the second last game of the season they want to do some cupcake so they can, pamper to their alumni. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry you started the season off with Middle Tennessee State.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, give me a fucking break. Oregon State sucks. Northwestern's not even that good. I mean, they're okay. They're not that good. And
everybody knew Oklahoma State was not going to be good. I don't care if they're a Power 5 or Power 4 team.
They're terrible. Terrible. Please. Yeah, just look at your facts. That's what I'm saying. Their only quality wins are an 8-3 USC team and a 7-4 Iowa team.
Yeah. I'm out on Dan Lanning. I'm out.
Yeah, he pissed me off.
I'm out. That was too much.
That was my storyline from that game. Oklahoma, Mizzou. Like I alluded to earlier, Oklahoma is the most. I can't tell if they're elite or not. That's my story on that one. I can't tell if Oklahoma is elite or not.
I think the better question is can their defense carry them to the playoffs or a playoff win?
Right. Now, I know they do have a good defense, and I'm not denying that. It's just I watched them play somebody like Mizzou, which again, I'm not trying to take anything away from Missouri. I thought they would beat them a little bit more. I figured it would be more of like a 20 to 25 point spread. I mean, obviously not Vegas, but I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell with Oregon or I'm sorry, Oklahoma State or Oklahoma. Jesus Christ. I can't tell with Oklahoma. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you can provide some insight on that, but
it's just kind of, I guess it's easy whenever you have a dominant defense to, like, the type of games that you win don't look like you win them by much. But it was like Missouri actually kind of had no chance on really scoring in this game. Mm-hmm. Like, Oklahoma was that ferocious and that suffocating on defense. Mm-hmm. I will say, I mean, it was a change. It was a change of momentum, that block field goal that they had, because Missouri actually would have gone up 6-0, which in a game like this, if you're playing like huge. A highly defensive game, this is huge, to go up and like with a score like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's tough, but at the same time, like I said, it boils back down to the question: can a defense carry you, especially in today's college football, like that far?
I was about to say, in today's college football, it can carry you a decent way, but not as far as, let's say, like 20 years ago.
Yeah, and I will have to concede on this one, against my best wishes, but yeah, like John Mateer he's not the playmaker that I give him credit for. Honestly, if anything,
come on. We got super hyped up the first 3 weeks of college football.
Yes, I was big on John Mateer.
So was I.
Yeah, but honestly, I think it's a little bit more Isaiah Satanga, who is the playmaker on this team.
Yeah,
he is absolutely fast,
electric,
fast as fuck, boy.
He's fast as fuck, boy. Yeah, I agree. I think this was kind of a much-needed win for Eli Drinkwitz. It's not quite the Brent Key loss because he wasn't favored and nobody really expected him to win. But this was also one of those, he didn't lose money by this loss, but he had so much money to gain by winning this.
Yeah.
So if Eli Drinkwitz would have won this game, his name, I think his odds would have shot up for coaching jobs in all over the country, and I think his payday would have been a little bit more.
He would have at the very least, got an extension.
Yeah. Missouri is like a big. They win the games they're supposed to win, and they lose the games that they're supposed to lose.
Yeah.
That's basically. I went through and looked. That's how Missouri's been playing. Yeah. They won their first 5 games. All teams they're supposed to win. They lost to Alabama, beat Auburn, lost to Vandy, lost to Texas A&M, beat Mississippi State, lost to Oklahoma. They've literally won all the games they're supposed to win, lost the games they're supposed to lose. So, I don't know. That's why I don't really like. I'm not a big Eli Drinkwitz guy. He's a decent coach, but anyways, anything else on the college football games?
That's about it.
We got a little. Oh well, actually, let's talk about the. Do you want to talk about the Kansas State game?
Oh yeah. Dude, that was a good game.
This was a fucking. If you like running backs and scoring, this was the game for you. Holy Joe Jackson.
Kansas State,
dude. I mean, they lost, but Jesus Christ, Joe Jackson's good.
Yeah.
And that I didn't even know about him before this game. His name is the coolest name.
Yeah, it sounds like Bo Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. It's just Joe Jackson.
Yeah, he ended up running for 293 yards and 3 touchdowns?
3 tutties.
3 touchdowns, yeah.
3 rushing touchdowns. I don't know if he got any. No, he didn't get a receiving touchdown, but yeah. Dude, this was back and forth, I think.
And he was honestly not the only person. If I was to tell you that Kansas State would have 472 yards in this game and lose, wait, I'm sorry, I missed a word. 472 yards rushing and lose, you would.
That's insane.
Yeah, you would bet against me. You would fade that pick.
Yes, and I would also, after the game, would punt their entire defense.
Yes.
That's insane. And now I will say this: the Utah had some rushers too. They had Dampier and Parker both. Well, Parker ran for 100 yards and Dampier ran for 94. But they had Ficklin.
I was about to say Bird Ficklin.
Yep, he ran for 3 touchdowns.
I don't know why, but he reminded me of Tim Tebow.
A little bit.
It might have been because he was wearing the number 15, but they would just have him in like some packages.
Mm-hmm. He threw a pass.
Yeah, and he threw one pass. But remember the freshman Tim Tebow's freshman year, they had Chris Leak, and then they would just throw Tim Tebow because he was just that much of a talent.
He was just an athlete.
Yeah, and so I felt like that. I was like, man, I feel like I'm watching this, and then I just have to scrub my eyes. I'm like, oh no, it's just because he's 15. But no, I thought that was funny. 7 carries, 54 yards, 3 touchdowns in this game. It was a big game.
It's why I love college football.
Yeah.
You just never know what you're going to get.
I will say this felt like a vintage Big 12 game.
Yep.
We haven't had something like this in a while in the Big 12, and I'm here for it. Yeah. I kind of miss those days.
I love the Big 12. It's like they're all different personalities. You know, all the conferences, they're different personalities. The Big 12 had their personality. High-flying offenses.
No defense.
Nothing defensively. You never knew what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And I love that.
And I kind of did miss those days because honestly, you're starting to see some more defenses pop up in the Big 12, and you know what? Quite frankly, I don't like it.
No, I don't
like it.
I don't either.
You know what? I miss the days that I could go make fun of the Big 12 and saying that they would never win a championship because they don't have any.
They're just all offense, no defense.
Yeah, and then like I basically, if I didn't have an SEC game that I wanted to watch, I would go tune on a Big 12, and I'd get a lot of points.
Yeah,
you know, like no, honestly, it's not my defenses that are giving up all these points, so I don't really care.
Betting Big 12 overs is the best.
Yes,
it's so much fun. Yeah, I'm with you. I like the personalities of the conferences. You know, SEC, you're gonna have characters as coaches. You're probably gonna be more dominant defensively. Big 10. You're going to be, you got, honestly, Big Ten's kind of random.
It's a little random.
Big Ten's a little random because, like,
sometimes they have a little bit of some smash mouth football.
Yeah,
you know?
like you'll get, like, some Michigan teams or some Ohio State teams that just all over the field defensively.
Iowa screams Big Ten for me.
Yes.
It screams Big Ten.
100%. That's like the hard-nosed smash mouth football, run the ball.
Brett Bielema. Yeah.
Brett Bielema. Well, Kirk Ferentz is the Iowa coach.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I'm saying more like other Big Ten personalities that I associate the conference with. Yeah. But yeah, no, I know Kirk Ferentz is the Iowa coach.
So, and that's just, and then ACC is just, they do what the ACC does. I don't know what that is. It's,
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
It's just Clemson every now and then or Florida State.
Yeah.
Miami tries to pop in.
Miami pops in every now and then. I don't know. I'm kind of out on Mario Cristobal.
Damn. Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Oklahoma State real quick hires North Texas coach Eric Morris. I like it. It's good for Oklahoma State. I think Eric Morris's resume speaks for itself at North Texas. If you look at what he's done the last couple of years, I think he's perfect for a program like Oklahoma State.
I think he is.
Not really major program, but Power 4 conference. Definitely, if he can start winning, he'll get a lot more money. Mm-hmm. So perfect. I think it's a great hire.
They went with somebody a little bit local. Somebody, North Texas, not, somewhere kind of around the region. And then, like you said, group of 5 comes in kind of hungry. Oklahoma State, let's put it this way, like Mike Gundy, he put them on the map for quite some time, but quite recently, they're not the most appealing.
No.
And it's not the most appealing job in college football right now, especially with, the teams that have fired their coaches. But this was a good pick because, like I said, you got somebody that's hungry, looking for a Power 4 job like that, and, will have a good opportunity to, make a name for themselves. And he just done really, really well with North Texas. Mm-hmm. I mean, kind of, to be honest with you, North Texas has kind of came out of nowhere
They have. I like whenever I see their name out on
for the playoff
draft,
chances.
Yes, and when I'm just betting week in week out, I'm like, I'm gonna if as long as it's like a mid to lower tier team, I'm easily hammering North Texas. That's what it's been my trend.
Okay.
All right, you want to get to some college football picks?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do last week. My game of the week was, let's see, USC at Oregon. I had Oregon -9.5. Thank you very much.
Yep. That was a last-minute decision that you persuaded me with, but yeah.
So we got the nice little JMO special. Let's see. Pitt at Georgia Tech. Not great. That was another JMO special that we got. That was one of the ones we got wrong.
Yeah.
I thought, like I said earlier, Brent Key, I thought this was one he needed. It seems like he overlooked them at home too.
Yeah, that was tough. I did not expect that one at all.
Let's see. My dog of the week was Tennessee at Florida. I had Florida +4. Not great. I don't know why I picked that. Here's the thing. Picking these games on Tuesday is not great for me because I actually bet. I bet Tennessee.
Oh, so you just faded your pick.
I did, but it's like shit comes out during the week. Like the line,
you need the injury reports.
The lines move, and no, I do. I based a lot of it on. I think a lot about it. You had Arkansas at Texas. You had Arkansas +8.5. No.
No, that was not it.
No.
I honestly, I did sound very logical whenever I made that pick on the show. Mm-hmm. I had probably swayed some people. Yes. I feel like I swayed some people. But I'm sorry, I led you down to a false trap.
You had some good points. I actually picked Texas that game, and it won me a lot of money. It was the third part of my parlay.
You're still fading my picks.
I didn't. It was not even +8. I didn't even get -9.5 or -8.5. I got -9. The line moved. Everything else, the whole shebang. Okay.
Okay, that was even more against my favor.
Right. But that's why, I see where the money goes. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot that goes into my betting.
I got it.
All right. So we both went 1 for 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we went 1 for 1 with JMOs. So what's our total? JMO special record 6-2. So now it's 7-3.
We did have a JMO special
on the pros. Yeah, we'll get to that. Let's see. Favorite of the week, Joseph.
Favorite of the week or?
I'm sorry. Game of the week. Game of the week.
I know
what you're gonna choose.
I chose the Iron Bowl.
Oh, okay.
So I chose the Iron Bowl.
I thought you were gonna choose the Egg Bowl.
Oh, the Egg Bowl. Mm-hmm. No, that would have been funny. But I honestly think the Iron Bowl is going to be entertaining. But as much as I wanted to do 6.5 for Auburn, I did Alabama on this one.
I had DraftKings as of today had -6. I don't know.
-6.
I don't know who were you using? FanDuel?
ESPN bets.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. Fuck it. It'll probably move. It'll definitely move.
It'll definitely move at some point. But
so
I had -6.5 because
it's at Auburn too.
As much as I wanted to do Auburn, my biggest motivator for picking Auburn was that they just put in Deuce Knight. Have a new quarterback. They don't have a coach. Yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, I'm like, they just put in Deuce Knight. They have film on him now. I think, the game before, who was it? Mercer?
Mercer, yeah.
Yeah, Mercer didn't, had not played Deuce Knight before. They didn't have anything to study off of him. Plus, it wasn't like they were going to beat Auburn. They were a very inferior team. Alabama's got a little bit more tape. I was trying to figure out reasons to pick Auburn, but I felt like my heart was telling me that I wanted to pick Auburn, but my brain was telling me I was like, this is Alabama.
This is Alabama, yeah. I agree. It's just the game, like if you were not only alive, but like at the age that we were at during the Chris Davis field goal return, this game it's the most anything can happen game. So the field goal 6 was it?
Kick 6.
Yeah. What year was it?
Yeah, the kick 6 was 2013.
2013. I think you're right actually. Yeah. It was one of the craziest plays I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
So yeah, whenever you look at the Iron Bowl, it's anything can happen. That's why I don't like betting on the Iron Bowl. I went my game of the week, Vandy at Tennessee. I think this is a Tennessee shows little brother who's big brother.
Okay. Wait, game of the week.
Vandy at Tennessee.
Okay.
Tennessee's at home at
Yes.
Leland Stadium, -2.5. I think Tennessee wins by at least a field goal.
Okay. Wait, really?
Yes.
Okay, because that was my dog of the week.
Oh, okay.
Was Vandy.
Vandy? Okay. Well, there
Yep.
you go. That's fine. We'll go straight to the dog of the week. You have Vandy?
Yep, I got Vandy.
See, I think that this is a trap. I think it's more of a trap. That's why it's so close. I think Tennessee's gonna blow them out. I don't know.
Really?
I just got a weird feeling about it. Again, this might be something I'll change on Saturday, but yeah. So you got them as a dog.
So this is a head-to-head matchup.
Mm-hmm. Head to head, baby, and we're still even with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right, let's see. Well, I guess we'll go to my dog of the week. My dog of the week, Houston at Baylor. I got Houston +2.5. Baylor, they didn't look very good last week. I don't, and Houston has a shit ton of talent. I don't know why they're not favored. I think it might be because they're playing away, but
That's interesting. Yeah, because Willie Fritz has been playing pretty good. I mean, he lost last week, but
yeah, that's
that
what I'm saying.
That would be like an ideal time for a bounce back game.
I think that's what Vegas is banking on, but I don't see it.
Okay. My favorite of the week, I actually decided to pick the game. Ohio State versus Michigan at Michigan.
You went with that?
I went my Ohio State -9.5.
Wow.
I just
See, DraftKings had 10.
had 10.
Yeah, and I
mean, it's one of those I know you want to stay away from, but this year, nothing really impresses me about Michigan, and then like everything impresses me about Ohio State, which obviously is the time of the time
Right.
whenever
the rivalries, man. So my favorite of the week is Ole Miss at Mississippi State. I went with Ole Miss -7. It's kind of the.
But you did the same thing.
I know, but it's good. But the only reason is because that's the outcome I want. Because I want Lane Kiffin to look good, and I want them to go to LSU. That's the only reason I went with that.
See, I told you if they win big, then I think Ole Miss. I think he leaves Ole Miss and goes to LSU.
I think so too. So like that's what I'm saying. I want this is more of me betting with my heart, and this is why I don't bet on my teams because I bet with my heart, not my head. This has something to do with my team, so I'm gonna bet with my heart. I want Ole Miss -7. Yes, I know I said I was gonna stay away. That's why 2 of my picks were away. But yes, my favorite, Ole Miss -7.
Okay.
I said it. I was like, I'm being honest.
You said
Betting
it.
with my heart, not my head.
You said it. You
All
said
right.
words.
I said words. NFL recap. Saints versus Falcons. 2 positives. Because we gotta have positives. This is one of the 2 Atlanta teams we lost to this weekend. It's just I hate losing to Atlanta teams. That and the Hawks. We've lost to fucking Hawks this weekend. Positives. We're back in the hunt for the top pick.
Okay. That was a good way to spin it. Good way to spin it.
Back in the hunt for the top pick. Joe, give me another one.
I don't have any.
Okay.
I have none because I've been defending Kellen Moore, and while obviously I'm not calling for his head,
Jesus Christ. It's the first year.
I'm not calling for his head, but this takes a hit on Kellen Moore.
Yeah, it was not a very good.
I mean, you had a Falcons team that was struggling, that was
lost 5 in a row.
Lost 5 in a row, and you're at the Dome. That's supposed to be your superpower. Like, Sean Payton was able to harness that and win at home all the time. Like, you need to be able to harness that power. And this was not a good look. I like I said, not calling for his head. Obviously, I want him to develop, and we'll see what next year brings and stuff like that. But this takes a hit on Kellen Moore's record.
Get his players in there. Get his players in
yes,
there.
Yes, yeah. Obviously, take some time.
He's coming in. He's dealing with whatever the fuck Dennis Allen and Mickey Loomis were doing. I think give him a draft class. But anyway, that's why, again, this is why we're back in the hunt for the top pick.
Back in the
And
for
honestly,
top pick.
I wouldn't mind the second pick as long as the only pick that was in front of us was the Titans. Because they're not going to want a quarterback. They're going to get something. I don't know.
I just don't want to take a quarterback for our first pick, though.
I know, because you're so excited about the 2027 draft class. I get it. But, if, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. My second positive is we were not the first team eliminated from the playoffs.
Ah, okay. Who is that?
We were not. And surprisingly enough, it was not the Tennessee Titans either.
Okay.
It was the New York Giants.
Ah, classic.
The New York Giants, unfortunately.
Classic Giants move.
Yeah, but I didn't like this one. We'll get to that. But we are not the first team eliminated from the playoffs.
Okay. Cool. I don't have another positive
That's fine.
for you.
I know
I'm
you
sorry.
don't have any. All right, well, fine. Let's just go ahead and get through the negatives.
Okay.
All right. I got one. The offense only put up 3 points all game.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's insane. And it's yeah. That's to your point with Kellen Moore. It's unacceptable. It just looks really bad. Again, I got to give him some time, but Jesus, that looked bad.
Yeah, because the red zone was atrocious. Mm-hmm. The kicking game was atrocious. Kamara got hurt. This was bad all around. By the way, those were both my negatives. I'm blowing out all
no, it's okay.
my frustrations all at once.
I had a groupie had to go. We got Cade York.
Yes. And we didn't actually pick up Justin Tucker. Even though we tried him out.
We
We thought about it.
Yes.
We thought about it. We thought about it.
Okay, here's my thing with Cade York. He was very good at LSU.
Yeah.
I think he just does good in the state of Louisiana.
Oh, that's a superpower.
Yes, he needs the humidity.
Okay.
I think the humidity helps him.
Okay.
For some reason.
I'm here for that.
Yeah, that's my thing.
That'll
All
work.
right, so I'm excited for Cade York to be back in Louisiana where he thrives.
Okay. Cool.
There you go. That was, I really had to dig deep. Fuck the Falcons. The Falcons are still not good at football.
No, they suck.
They suck at football.
They suck.
Kirk Cousins had a weird game.
It wasn't even a good game.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't a good game. He's not good. He's not good.
He sucks.
Go back to Kevin O'Connell.
I agree. Speaking of which, Jesus, they got problems in Minnesota. But yeah, I just. Do we have an update on Kamara?
I don't think it's extreme right now. I haven't heard anything too pressing.
Yeah. This is just a bad game. Not a good game. You got anything else from this? I don't really want to talk about Louisiana sports anymore.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara avoided major injury,
right,
knee injury, but could miss time.
Yeah, he's old then. So yeah, I know.
Yeah, probably should have traded him.
Yep, should have traded him. All right, let's go Cowboys Eagles, dude. This is one of the best comebacks of the season, baby. It was unbelievable. 28 unanswered. Well, wait, no, it was 24 unanswered points by the Cowboys. They were down 21-0.
Yep.
To the defending champion Super Bowl defending champion Eagles. Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm a little biased because I bet the Cowboys. So that was a crazy fucking ride for me.
Okay, yeah.
But
didn't cash out.
No, I didn't cash out.
You held strong.
I did not cash out. Yeah, I held strong. I had the spread, so I figured they'd come back and score 17 points maybe. Or no, I'm sorry. They may. I had +3, so some weird shit could have happened.
Come back a little bit.
Yeah. But I am so excited for the Chiefs-Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving? Okay.
Holy shit, that is going to be one of the... Because that is implications for both teams. More so the Chiefs.
Okay.
But the Cowboys, I mean, if they win that, they're right back in the mix of things. I mean, they still have a long way to go, but that Chiefs win is going to look really good.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. I completely agree on that one.
Yeah.
That's actually some thought that I had for a little bit later, but yeah, no, this was a good win for the Cowboys. Good way to come back. I will say this was my reaction on this one was like I was thinking about how like every other fan base would take this, and every other fan base would be like, oh, hey, look, this sucks, but we dropped to 8-3. We still lead the division. We're one game back from the number 1 seed. Yada yada yada. Eagle fans,
No.
fire Nick Sirianni. This team sucks. This season sucks. Tank for the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Maybe not that extreme, but
Not
yes.
that extreme.
You
Yeah,
get what
I
I'm
don't-
saying.
Yes. Eagles fans, and this is why I love Eagles fans.
You gotta love Eagles
Even though
fans.
I have to distance myself from them. It's wild. They're so irrational, unrealistic, and passionate.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so much fun. What's up? Do you think Saquon's hurt?
He might be.
Because he's just been kind of like sputtering a little bit the last couple of games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he's having that after MVP season where,
Little hangover?
a little hangover. Yeah. It happens a lot, though. It does happen a lot,
Yeah.
especially with running backs who have an MVP type season.
Yeah, I guess nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, you don't see a running back go like back to back. Like, I mean, honestly, Adrian Peterson probably is the one back.
He's the
that's
last one.
The
Because
last
Barry
one.
Sanders did it back in the day.
I will say maybe Derrick Henry has had some good longevity, at least producing good yardage like that. But I mean, what did he do after his 2,000-yard game or 2,000-yard season?
I don't remember.
But I felt like he kind of fell off a little bit, but he's still But let's put it this way: few and far between. Few and far between.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah. It aggravates me a little bit because he was so good last year, and I thought he was going to be good this year. I mean, he's been decent. I just I don't know. I think he might be a little bit injured. But yeah, crazy comeback for the Cowboys, dude.
Yeah, Derrick Henry had 2,000 yards in 2020, and then he had 937 yards in 2021.
Oh Lord. Okay, so yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
Did he get hurt? He looks like
he probably got hurt.
Yeah, but I think that's why.
Yeah,
I think
games played 8 games.
I think Saquon Barkley's hurt. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Curse of the MVP season.
You just put all your effort out into one season, and then
Yeah, he'll bounce back. Let's see. Lions versus Giants. Speaking of really good running backs, holy Jahmyr Gibbs. Jesus Christ. It's getting to the point where Jahmyr Gibbs has been performing so well that people are saying that he's the best running back in the league. With Jonathan Taylor doing what he's doing right now.
He's doing, yeah. I've actually heard that Giants defense is still having nightmares about Jahmyr Gibbs. But yeah, no, Jahmyr Gibbs was absolutely insane. Like if he had any opening, he took it for a touchdown.
Yep, 100%. 69-yard run. All of it. I did. All right. This is one of those games where like my heartstrings were tugged because God, I wanted Jameis Winston to get a win. God, I wanted
especially this game.
Yeah,
especially this game.
He had his Heisman moment.
He had his Heisman moment with the catch and pretty much stiff-armed the guy, and then also he had the lateral or flea flicker type the flea flicker for a touchdown. Technically a flea flicker.
Yes.
But yeah, it was like a lateral play for a touchdown to Wan'Dale Robinson.
Wan'Dale Robinson, yeah.
It's just, honestly, I think this was more, I really don't fault Jameis Winston on this one. I fault more so the Giants because they had a 4th down and goal and they went for it when they could have gone up by 6.
Yes.
And it was like, what was the purpose of that? I get there was a lot of time on the clock, but you make them go and get a touchdown. Don't let them be able to get a field goal and make it into overtime.
Yep. Apparently, a Malik Neighbors Twitter account. I don't know if it was him, but a Malik Neighbor Twitter's account posted that too. It just made no sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what analytics that you're getting from that. Like, if you are getting analytics that are telling you that, you need to fire those analytics.
Yes. And we wasted a just beautiful prime Jameis Winston pregame speech.
Yes.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
We inside, but we outside, baby.
Yeah.
We inside, but we outside.
Right.
We inside, but we outside. Dude, that shit got me fired up. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I think Jameis Winston should be like, there should be a rule in the NFL that Jameis Winston should take over, because obviously he's not going to be a starter at this point, but he should take over a team that loses their starting QB at some point in the season. They should be forced to sign him and play him.
Yeah, he always has to be starting in the NFL.
He has to play. He has to be playing in the NFL.
Dude, there's so many jobs in the NFL he could have right now. The fucking Raiders, good lord, they need somebody.
Yeah, he could definitely be the Raiders quarterback.
Yeah, 100%. Then there's plenty other. Minnesota.
I was about to say, you give him pair him up with Kevin O'Connell.
Pair him up with Kevin
O'Connell.
Dude,
No.
KOC would have a field day with them.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, good job for the Lions. See y'all on Thanksgiving. Another team we're going to see on Thanksgiving, Chiefs versus Colts. Chiefs, I don't think that anybody wants to play the Chiefs right now. They're at that point in the season, because I feel like we get to that point in the NFL season where the Chiefs, maybe they looked a little sketchy at first, and then they find their groove, and I think they're finding it right now.
Yeah, they're the new Patriots.
For sure, 100%. I mean, as crazy you say that, because the Patriots are 10-2 right now.
I know, but it's like the Patriots are now the old Kansas City Chiefs, that we're trying to take down
fuck the Patriots.
Take the Patriots down, and then wow, the world just turns around. It goes in circles.
Well, yeah, history repeats itself.
Yep.
It was crazy comeback. The Chiefs defense is so good. Chiefs defense is amazing right now.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
And obviously, you can never count out Mahomes.
Yeah, no.
I like the Colts this year. They're fun. They're an entertaining team, and they're a good story, especially with the Daniel Jones, and I like Shane Steichen. The Chiefs are just it's hard.
My thoughts in this game were at the very beginning, because it was, let's put it this way, the Colts were winning.
Yes,
the Colts were winning kind of big too.
They were winning big. It was 20-3 or something like that.
So at first I was like, "Damn, the Colts are for real." I was like, we had picked the Chiefs, on this game. I was thinking it was definitely the Chiefs all the way, and it ended up being that way. But then towards the end of the game, I was like, "Okay, there it is." And of course, Chiefs, pulled away with it. But
right,
I think we might have found Daniel Jones's weakness.
Yeah,
the blitz.
The blitz. Oh, if you just put a little pressure.
Oh, because they turned up the heat. Steve Spagnuolo turned up the heat at the very end of that game, and he kind of flashed back to vintage Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
Giants.
But I also attribute that to the Kansas City front seven. Their D line is nasty.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's one of those things. I don't think
they won't see a defensive line or a front seven like that in the playoffs.
I won't say that. No, that's a little far. But it was a good game. The NFL slate was pretty good. I mean, the Sunday night game sucked, but the NFL slate this weekend it was pretty good.
It made up for the college slate.
I liked it. Yeah. Let's see. You got anything else in the NFL?
I think that's about it, except for our picks, right?
Oh yeah, let's get to the picks. All right. So last week We had a JMO special. Let's go. That hit, actually. We had a JMO special that hit. We had
Technically,
Oh no, it didn't hit.
it didn't hit.
Oh no.
But if we go by the lines during the actual day of the game,
Right, yeah. So like that again, this is why it's take our picks. So pick the spread of the Colts at Chiefs. But if you had picked it on the day of, what would it have been?
it would have been 2.5.
2.5.
Minus 2.5.
So that's the thing. We make our picks based off the spread on Tuesday, and you have literally 5 days.
I say we win that
I say we win that too.
because we picked the spread.
We
picked
did.
We picked the Chiefs spread.
Yeah, and that's what was given to us. I would have picked minus 2.5 easy because
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought the Chiefs were going to win by more.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
we
would have picked
won
them.
that. We won that.
We did win that.
We
Okay.
get that.
So it was that was. Let's see, that was your
favorite.
So we'll start with the game of the weeks. My game of the week was Colts at Chiefs minus 3.5. I'm going to count that as a W. Your game of the week, Steelers at Bears. Bears minus 3.5 or minus 3.
Yep.
Good for you.
Yes.
That was a push.
No.
Yes.
They won by 4.
The Bears?
Yeah,
no,
the Bears.
They won by 3.
The Bears.
The Bears. They won by 3. It was 28-31. I remember that game.
Fuck! I forgot to count.
You forgot to count?
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, they won by 3. Hey, it's okay. A push is still good. A push is still good. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, push it real good.
Yeah, I did. All right. Yeah. So your favorite was the Chiefs, the Colts at Chiefs. My favorite was the Seahawks at Titans. I had Seahawks minus 13.5. I don't know what I was thinking. I never anything double digits. You should always. That's a red flag.
That's a lot of points.
Anything with double digits should be a red flag to you in the NFL.
That's a lot of points.
I mean, hey, I'll admit it. That was bad. That was bad.
I honestly, there's a friend of mine that is a bookie, and I talk to him for advice, especially with betting. Mm-hmm. And every time I pull up lines like that, he's always like, "That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points." So now,
thank you for telling me that you have a bookie that you confide in.
Exactly, yeah.
You never told me this. This is the first time I'm hearing about this bookie that you confide in about spreads, and you never thought to tell me.
I just, I go to him for advice.
All right. Let's see. Your dog of the week was Your dog of the week was Bucks at Rams. You had Bucks plus 7.
They're just too injured. They're too injured.
Exactly. That's why I don't know. Well, yeah.
That's why the spread was that way. Yeah. So Vegas knew. I didn't.
Yeah. That actually was the biggest bet I'd placed all week was the Rams minus 7. It was good. It was nice. I had some inside information too.
Oh, did you?
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Let's see. That was your dog. My dog of the week was the Cowboys plus 3.5. Obviously I had them plus 3, but yeah, that was good. I'm counting that as a 2 out of 3.
I'm counting it as a 2 out of 3 too. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
Go us.
We make our own rules. Fuck you.
Look at us.
Look at us. Cool. All right, let's get to our game of the week. Game of the week, Joe.
You know what it is. You already called it out. I already know what yours is just by the episode.
Chiefs at Cowboys.
Chiefs at Cowboys.
Who'd you pick?
You got to pick the Chiefs.
Oh no!
You picked the Cowboys?
We them boys.
Oh man.
We them boys.
This was the same logic that I had with the Alabama at Auburn. I wanted to pick Cowboys so bad, but I just feel it just feels Chiefs. Because
everybody in their grandmother's going to be betting the Chiefs, dude. Vegas is going to make sure this in Jerry World.
But I basically, what I tried to do was I tried to pick the Cowboys. You can even see the scratches on my notes. I tried to pick the Cowboys, but I kept picturing the game with the Eagles, and I was like, no, this is a different game. Like, it's not the Eagles. They're not, like, this isn't going to be just some comeback that they're going to win. I don't know. I'm in my head about this one, but I'm going minus. I'm going.
Okay, all right. Well, it's going to be
a head-to-head.
Head-to-head. That's fine. That's fine.
Head-to-head matchup.
All right. Let's see. What is your? So that was the game of the week. What's your dog of the week?
Dog of the week, I actually have, believe it or not, the Texans at the Colts. Is that your favorite?
No, I just changed it.
You're changing it on the spot?
Yeah, no, because I meant to change it earlier. So I did change it. No, I did change it earlier. Just because.
Wow.
So
you do fade my picks.
No, I don't. I
fade all my picks.
I didn't look at your picks. I didn't look at your picks. Okay,
I was 2 out of 3 on the last week of NFL.
I understand. Okay, listen. That's why I'm not fading your picks. So I changed my dog of the week earlier. So I wrote my notes earlier today. After I wrote my notes, I heard some things.
Okay.
And so that's what made me change my dog of the week. Okay, I did have Texans.
Heard it from your inside information guy.
Yes, I did have the Texans, and I agree with you. I'm going to bet the Texans. I didn't know you fucking bet the Texans. If I had known you bet the Texans, I would have kept the Texans on there. Fuck. All right, whatever. So yeah, I'm betting the Texans. I'm with you on that.
Okay.
I agree with you.
It's an honorary JMO special.
Oh, we'll do honorary. Yes. Honorary JMO special. My dog of the week is Green Bay at Detroit. Green Bay plus 2.5. I think I didn't like what I saw against when Detroit played the Giants. I didn't like what I saw, and I think the Packers defense can bottle up Jahmyr Gibbs a little better than the Giants defense.
Probably.
The Packers defense has been pretty good.
Yeah,
that's my thing. That's the whole thing I'm basing it off of.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's your favorite of the week?
Favorite of the week, I actually have -4.5 49ers at the Browns.
You have the Niners? Weird.
I know. My thing is that I didn't really like what I saw from Shadur Sanders, and it was against the Raiders. I think he's a little bit hyped on that one. I'm going with 49ers. 49ers can even win when they're not even looking good. Like Brock Purdy didn't actually look good against the Panthers.
Oh, he looked terrible.
And
that was a bad game.
But they can still win those games. I think they can win big against the Browns.
See, my thing is that I think the Browns defense is so elite that I never can count them out of a spread.
Count them out of a spread.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thing. Let's see. My favorite of the week is Eagles versus Bears. I got the Eagles -7. I think they are going to be pissed after this. After the loss to the Cowboys. I also don't think the Bears are as good as 8-3.
That's a lot of points.
I know. It's not double digits, though.
It's not double digits.
Is that what your bookie said about that? Did you talk to him?
I hadn't talked to him about that one yet, but I'll get with him. We'll see what he says.
Yeah, no. Eagles -7, I think, is my most confident bet this weekend.
Okay.
As weird as that may sound.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. I'm excited for this. I'm excited. I'm excited for both the college slate and the professional slate. I'm pretty pumped.
We're gonna be off, during this time.
Everybody.
This is gonna be holiday, Thanksgiving week, weekend. So
last weekend of college football, it's gonna be a fun weekend.
Yes.
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Anything else you got?
I think that's about it.
Alrighty. We'll see y'all next week. Love y'all.
Later.